Hi, I'm Melissa Atkins, your instructional technologist. Sorry I'm not there today. I am actually going to be heading back home today from Minneapolis. Last 2 days, I've been at a Flipgrid conference on Student Voice, and last night, Charlie Miller, the founder, and his team released some really cool updates. So get ready for some truly geeky Flipgrid fever when I return. I'll be headed back today, and I'll see you tomorrow. So this is Tech Under 10. I'm using Screencastify to record this. And you can use 10 minutes for free. So I'm going to fly through this information. Please forgive my little happy accidents because I'm not going to retake it. Please forgive me if this cuts off after the 10, because those of you that know me know it's going to be hard for me to do this in under 10 minutes. So let me get the information to you that you need. This presentation and the recording will be on my School Blocks page. So when you're watching the YouTube video again, hopefully you will, you can actually slow me down. Eric Kurtz taught me this. You can go to settings and go to speed and actually adjust the speed that you are watching the video back. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so my job is basically to do whatever it takes to help you and your students use technology as effective and empowering learning tools for your students and effective and time-saving tools for you. I love, love, love my job, and seriously will do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. I seriously will do whatever it takes to help you and your students be successful when using technology in the classroom. So I'm here for you, but I also service 3 other campuses: Oak Grove Primary, Lower, and Middle. So I'm not here all the time. I am going to devote Mondays again to Oak Grove Upper. So if you want some one-on-one training or for me to model, co-teach a lesson, or even just to discuss adding more dynamic learning experiences in your classroom, create a work ticket for me through our ticket system. There's a tutorial right here that's linked to show you how just to do that. How else can you stay in the know regarding tech or be a part of some awesome discussions regarding ed tech? We will still have our Mondays with Melissa. Once a month, I will meet with you during your activity times, and I'm excited about how y'all are doing that this year. So we'll meet on those days. I will give you enough warning as to when that's coming up. Something else to do to stay in the know is to join the Google Classroom that I've had for Oak Grove Upper faculty. This is the same one we've been using in the past, so only new teachers probably need to join. There's the code. This is where I share all of my resources. I'll put the presentation in it too. I will be offering after-school digital sandbox sessions again this year. They will be at least 10 one-hour-long sessions, and you can come to at least 5 of them. You'll be able to get free CEUs. There is a new way to do CEUs, and we will go over that later. Please come to these sessions. I will give you enough notice as to when they are. All right, so let's talk about the stuff you need to know. Most of this is yearly reminders, but well worth the repeat for veteran teachers or new teachers because you heard some of this in our induction the other day. So first and foremost, use Chrome. That's all I'm saying. Use Chrome. Next, you need to be modeling digital fluency. First ways we can do that is by knowing the laws. Please click on these links that I have hyperlinked in this presentation to learn more. But the first one is SIPA. This one requires students to use the student server. We are required to have certain filters for them. That means it is against the law for you to sign into a device using your credentials, your login, and then let a student use that device. On the flip side of that, make sure students sign out of devices when they are not using them. You know what evil or mischief could happen if they don't sign up. Read up on COPPA too. This deals with the policies, the apps and websites. It deals with the information that apps and websites share. We need to be transparent with parents about this. We'll talk more about consent letters for individual apps soon. Another thing you need to model is abiding copyright laws. For images, you and your students, when you're creating things in Google, should get in the habit of using from the menu Tools, Explore, rather than Insert Image or that little image icon. Using the Tools Explore steps automatically cites where the images came from. So start getting in the habit if you're not already doing that. When you're doing a Google search for images, you really should be selecting Tools and then clicking on Usage Rights and choosing one of the ones stated labeled for reuse before choosing your images to save. I know we don't necessarily find the images we want this way. So the image in the middle of this slide is a link to Tony Vincent's resources for images and photos that we can actually use in the classroom. All right, teacher pay teacher reminders. Even if TPT product is free, you need to read the fine print. This one right here, like so many on TPT, clearly states that this is for one teacher and one teacher only to use. If you want to share, direct your coworkers to the TPT link so they can download their own copies. If you actually buy a TPT product, realize that it too is just for your use. It violates copyright if you make copies or share, or even if you post it online for others to access. Watch it. Now, going back to SIPA for law for a second, not only does it require us to have the internet filters in place for students, it also requires us to teach digital fluency. We all need to have an active role in this. It can't be solely the responsibility of one teacher. This can easily be integrated into all subject areas. I will help you with that. If we violate SIPA, we can lose our E-rate funding. That means bye-bye to most of the money used for wireless internet. So here's a few resources we can all look at and refer to as needed as we teach our students digital fluency throughout the school year. Next on the list is School Blocks. Keep it updated and use it as a place to CYA where parents are concerned. You can create YouTube playlists about topics being taught and post it on your School Blocks page. You can use Screencastify like I am now, showing how things are being taught and posted on your School Blocks page. Don't try to be perfect on your screencast because that never happens. Up next, please wait to put grades in until after our first Mondays with Melissa. I'll get that going as soon as possible and let you know. Science and social studies teachers, remember each 9 weeks term has to have a grade in order for the final average to compute. Try to do this throughout the school year to avoid that end of the year panic. You know me, I have to talk Google for a moment. So regarding your email, please make sure that your email signature, and I'm showing you how to fix that. Make sure your email signature at least has which campus you're on and your job, your position. You can put your phone extension on there. That would help too, but that's not necessary. Make sure you save your changes. Student Google accounts. Here's the information on student Google accounts. Main things to know is that the names will be cut off if longer than 9 characters. See, like Christopher Williamson is cut off. The initial password is LCSD 2013. We're still working on getting the prompt back to change password to MSIS number, which is consistent throughout the Lamar County School District. Hopefully my awesome boss Ross will resolve this issue soon. Here's a video showing how to change your share settings when you need to share files that are in your Google Drive. I also suggest that teams use Team Drives for shared files, but for everyone to know how to file, make a copy of anything shared with them before editing that document. Be looking for more information about the Google Classroom updates as it rolls out. It seems very positive. All right, so ISTE was a huge conference that I went to this summer in Chicago. Here's some of my edu heroes: Casey Bell, Vicky Coolcat Davis, Matt Miller, and of course Eric Kurtz. They presented an awesome session on Google Apps, extensions, and add-ons. Here's the link to that presentation. Go through to see grade-specific, subject-specific, and task-specific favorites of theirs. So the whole point of our students using tech is to empower them to amplify their voice and to show authentic and visual representation of their learning. It is not about the devices like this red marker. It's not, I have the Chromebooks, what can my kids do on the Chromebooks? It's, what can the Chromebooks do for our students? Technology can play a vital role in these 8 things that we should see in today's classroom, especially 1 and 2, which is voice and choice. Here's some really cool tools. These are tried and true. These are my favorite. These are the ones I want us to start off with, especially the ones that are in larger print. I'll be offering training on these soon. Here's one of my main takeaways from ISTE. Steve and Shaylin are genuine experts in their fields, and when you click through this presentation, you'll quickly know that. We'll discuss throughout the year the differentiation and the tools mentioned in this presentation. I am hoping your goal this year is to find your balance between traditional teaching and dynamic teaching. It won't be the same for everyone. I want you to try new things and new ways of teaching. To help you here's links to information on SAMR, which is a framework to help you integrate technology, and on the International Tech Standards for Teachers. There's some for students too. Pretty cool. If you find yourself typically using tech as digital worksheets or just taking tests, please get with me so I can help you and your students move forward. Please take Alice Keeler's advice in this tweet. Here are my top resources. They are all hyperlinked for easy access. Remember, the slide deck and screencast are on my School Blocks page. I'm here for you, albeit not in person today. and willing to do whatever it takes. Just remember to create those work tickets to make the magic happen, to make this a successful year. I will see you soon.